Alright guys, so as you know, we've been preparing to upgrade Threadripper to RGBify it, and we've got our fans, our ML120 RGB fans, instead of 3 for the side. We finally have 1, 2, 3, oh jeez, I'm not going to risk right now, 4 sticks of 16 gigs of RAM apiece. So this is 64 gigabytes of, is there something in the way? Sorry, I thought there was something in the way. No, and we have 64 gigabytes of RAM. And yes, I know someone will probably say, why don't you have 8 sticks? You think I'm fucking rich? I can't. The other slots will still be filled with the original RAM. Sadly, it won't be the Trident Z Royal because it just doesn't match. The heat spreaders are fine, you know, gold and black together, but the problem is the light strips, these are like crystalline, and these are not, and they have different amounts of lights in them, I think. But as far as I know, the light strips look different, and you would think they would match better, but they really don't. So we're not going to be using the Trident Z Royal. I'll probably get another kit of that and do a like an Intel build with 4 sticks of that. Maybe the Canada build. We're doing a Canada build soon. Spoiler, and maybe we'll use that because we're using a 7700K. I'm trying to get a hold of a white motherboard, but they're very hard to find. I want to get the MSI Z270 Arctic. Literally limited edition board, impossible to find, but it's completely white, and I could put some paint on it to make some parts red. I don't know, I think it'd be sick. And finally, that's what this video is about, obviously. We got our cables. Now, I've opened, obviously, I've taken all the tape off and stuff, but I haven't actually looked at these yet. I ordered black and white, but I got an email saying that there's a possibility that they were out of them, and I got sent just white. So I don't know what's in here, and basically, we're going to find out together. And if it's just white, that's fine. You know, they're still nice. And it is RGB, so we're going to take this off. I mean, this is a beautiful packaging. I like to keep the boxes of things. If I don't drop it all over my RAM. I can tell you, I'm going to drop everything on this fucking RAM. Alright. No doubt my videos get recommended. Okay, so I'm going to cut out all of the bad language that our videos can get recommended to people. Okay, so what comes in the box? So we got this bag of wires, and we have a quality assurance guarantee, which is BS because there's one. I'm just kidding. It's beautiful. Now, let's see what we got. I'm just gonna open it towards you. You guys, what do we get? What color are these wires? I mean, I can see the screen. I look at the screen, but I can tell. Yeah. Okay. So surprise, surprise. We got white cables instead of black and white, which is fine. These are actually really pretty. These are really nice. Let's see. Let's make sure every wire. So we have the cable combs or clips. Are they called combs? They might be called cable combs. I could be right about that for once. So it looks like let's take one out. Let's take out the biggest one. So what this looks like is actually not that big. These are surprisingly short wires. Like, I have one of the I actually happen to have one of the UVGA wires here. They are a bit short. Actually, okay, no, these are actually pretty big. I thought they were shorter. I mean, these are rugged. I mean, these are tough wires. The good thing is they still bend the same, which is what you want to bend this end so it goes in the motherboard. These are nice. I mean, I personally, let's put a cable comb on it to make it, so we know what's going to look like. I personally don't mind the white. I think black and white would look maybe better, but honestly the white looks just as fine. Okay, so I'm actually a little confused as how oh no, that side goes. Okay, so okay, finally it's one thing. How the I'm so quality at making videos. I hope in 24 pin there's supposed to be a wire just completely missing. Is there one missing from this side as well? There is, okay. So I'm guessing that's just supposed to be like that. Can I move this down? I can't move the cable comb down effectively. But basically, this is what it's going to look like. in the case. It's gonna be bent like this. I think it'll look fine. I think these white are it's a very pretty white. It's very ice white, and it's nice. So I think these wires will do fantastic. We'll just leave them up because we're gonna be using them soon. So what we're doing, guys, is we are taking all the wires out of the back that need to be taken out. So we do have, as far as I know, yes, we have replacement SATA cables even as well. Even though you don't see them, they're still. I'm taking, because these are actually made for my power supply. The EVGA. This is the G3 850 watt. So these are made for the G2, G3, and etc. So basically, we have some 8 pins for our GPU. Let's see, do we have any? Did they come with any 6 pins? 8 pin to 8 pin. Are any of these 8 pins? There's definitely 2 EPS cables. As far as I know, that's SATA. That is a 6 pin, 8 pin. Okay, so we do have 8 pins. That's an 8. Yeah, so we've got 8 pins and we have 6 pins. So it'd actually be 2 different. It's actually, I've heard, to be better than a daisy chain cable like this. Like, I've heard that 2 cables, a 6 and an 8 pin, actually delivers more, like, better power than an 8 and a 6, like, it connected like that, terminating to one end. So we have 2 of those now. We're replacing every single wire that from the PSU, from these standard kind of boring ass black ones to these kind of these white ones, because they reflect RGB better, actually, as far as I know, and I think they'll just look cleaner in the case. Plus we've got a bunch of cable combs here, so that'll be nice. We're not so originally, I'm not gonna grab it again, we had the Trident Z Royal inside of the PC along with 32 gigs in the form of 4 DIMMs or 4 sticks of G-Skill Aegis. They're like very small. They're basically default. I don't have any near, but it's the default size RAM stick. So I took the Trident Z Royal out, and I'm going to instead have these in the main slots. So there's 4 gray slots and 4 black slots. You want to fill the gray slots before the black slots. That's just how the motherboard is. So I'm going to put these in to the gray slots, and I've had them in my PC, and I think they actually look better spaced out instead of just 8 in a line. So we'll have 96 gigabytes of RAM. 96 gigs of RAM, and of course we're going to upgrade in the future to 128, but we have 96 gigs of RAM in this computer, and that'll be nice. So we're replacing the wires, we're replacing the fans. So what we're doing is we're replacing the fans on the side. Right now they're just red. It's a red, a blue, and a white fan to make an American flag kind of thing. We're replacing them on the side with these RGB fans, which we will sync with these RAM sticks. And instead, we're putting them on the top, on the radiator, and replacing the stock radiator fans, which are so loud. And then we're putting the top radiator fans upside down on the bottom. This way they're taking air in for the GPU and not being as loud. So that's going to be planned. And you barely see them, because fans don't look as good upside down. Like, I don't have a fan here that's facing backwards. Oh yeah. So, my nice RGB fans, they look great from the front. This is what they look like from the back. So, and that's what, I'm just going to have the default fans like this from the back, on the bottom, because that's drawing in air from the bottom if you have them like that. So, basically, I think it'll look a lot nicer. So all the fans that are visible, we'll have a Canadian flag and fans on the top, but all the fans that are visible will be RGB controllable. Even the graphics card, the Gigabyte logo, is RGB controllable, but you can't use it with RGB, or you can't use it with Aura Sync, which is the motherboard syncing software for RGB. So I have to use the RGB Fusion, which is I keep wanting to say G-Skill, which is Gigabyte's software, along with Aura Sync to kind of try to sync them up, but it's never the same color. But that's besides the point. We've got 64 gigabytes of RAM, we've got RGB fans, and now we've got our cables. So why don't we just do it right now? I don't have a screwdriver. That's literally it. For some reason, I don't have any screwdrivers. All of my screwdrivers are just broken. Like, my last one snapped in half. It was really old. I just haven't. So I did purchase the iFixit kit. It's coming tomorrow. So I'm going to do this video tomorrow night. Is when I'm going to edit it, and I am going to upload it. It's going to be in 4K though. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to time lapse, and it's going to be 2 parts. part 1 is just going to be me starting, me explaining, and me doing part of it. It's going to be time-lapse, and then second part is going to be me finishing it and showing off the PC. So I'm going to do a time-lapse video, and if I do get some comments and people want to see like the full video just so they can see each part of me doing it, I will upload that as well as just a separate video. So be like, this is the unslowed down version, but like an hour long because of how garbage I am at building PCs. But that's the point. I just want to show you guys that we got the wires. I know they're not the black and white that we voted on, but there were some people saying white, and like I said, I ordered black and white. I got an email. It's like, we were out of the black and white. You might get white. There's a chance. We got white, and I actually don't mind these because they're more versatile. Like, if I decide to upgrade the power supply in here and switch out the power supply, I can still use these in a different build. So I think these are very beautiful and very nice. We've still got our RAM, which I'm going to right now put back in my PC so I can edit with them, because 96 gigs of RAM destroys Premiere Pro. And we've got our fans, and I think we've got everything. If I missed something, like if there's something else I can add, I do have an RGB strip on the top, which is not synced, but it's there. So if anyone was going to say RGB strip, we already have those. If there's something I'm missing, please let me know in the comments. But we have the RGB fans, we have the cables, and we have the RAM. As far as I know, that's everything we're adding. I'm tempted to add another graphics card, like a GT 640 or something, just because, like, for no reason, just because I want it in there just chilling. But I don't know, it just, we'll think about it. But that's the point. That's basically everything I want to talk about. We got our wires, we got our RAM. I keep saying the same shit over and over again. I'm not going to censor myself. It's no point. There's no trying anymore. So if there's any suggestions you have in the comments of final things I can get. Also, you notice I'm using my ship mic again. That is changing tomorrow. Everything. I ordered another one of these. I don't know if you can see that. It's just off camera. But the stream mic I used, and the one you've seen here, the Audio Technica AT2020, was on sale for like $80. So I did order another one. So that is coming in the mail tomorrow, and I will now be able to use good mics again for our Threadripper upgrade. So I hope you, well, guys, we'll stay for tomorrow. We'll do that, and of course there will be more giveaway announcements. I do want to start really pushing giveaways again and growing this channel, and then in between doing computer videos. That's kind of the plan. That's about it, guys. I love you guys. I'll see you in the next one. Peace.